televised it. That was about the fact that the first change that takes place is in your mind. You have to change your mind before you change the way you live and the way you move. So when we said that the revolution would not be televised, we were saying that that the thing that's going to change people is something that no one will ever be able to capture on film.
Yo, what's up? Welcome, boom, to the SIP community space. If you are new here, my name is Zach. I'm a somatic psychotherapist. This is a space for the kind of therapy called somatic integrative psychotherapy. It is a kind of therapy that I created. I want to change the way in which we think about mental health. And so during these 1 hour a week little adventures we're going to go on, we're going to be breathing, and hopefully I'm going to describe things and show things to you in which you can then take on your own journey. But speaking of breathing, we're going to start with some breaths real easy, real easy, real easy. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Also, if you look at me and you're like, oh my God, he looks so sexy. Well, I've been buying workout equipment off of TikTok and using them. And so I don't know if you can see how chiseled my body is at the moment, but you can thank TikTok and their great influencers selling me hot girl workout equipment. So just so you weren't so surprised when you came in here and see the beauty in front of you. So we're going to begin real easy, real easy, real easy. We're going to start with some charge breaths. So we take charge breaths in this room. Essentially, you're going to breathe through your mouth into your upper chest. Right? I want you to think about this as like building intensity in your body. When we build intensity in our body, we can kind of see more of what's happening. It acts as like a magnifying glass to how you learned to protect yourself a very long time ago, at the very beginning of your life. Right, because we really just continue to practice the same patterns that we started at the beginning of our life. We as human beings, we're pretty consistent. We don't change. And so we have to start to see what is real about right now and what is just attached to our very old narrative. So to begin, we're going to take 5 charge breaths in our chest. We're going to take a moment, and then we're going to do 5 doubles, 5 regular charge breaths into your upper chest. One more. Take a moment, use your eyes, look around the room, colors and objects. Allow that intensity that you just built up to settle. This is not a crisis. This is not a crisis. And now we're going to do 5 doubles into our chest like this. Real easy, 5 doubles. One more. Close your eyes. Take a moment. Take your awareness to your body. Connect to the intensity you just built up. Where in your body do you experience that intensity? Take a couple normal breaths. Allow the intensity to settle. And then when you have a moment, bring yourself back into the room. What do you experience your body? Take a moment. What do you experience your body? So I want you to think of the journey that we go on as kind of like you got to start at the same place every time, right? So what is this? What is the foundation? What is the same place? What is the place in which we start? So you are either connected or you are fragmented. right? So you're in one state or the other. In here, what we more are focused on are the states you are in, either a state of connection or a state of fragmentation, as opposed to the diagnosis, right? As opposed to the symptoms that reside on top of states. So right now, take a breath. Right now, you're either connected or you are fragmented. You're either connected or you are fragmented. It's very easy for us to fall into situations that bring up very old skills that we've been practicing our whole life. We start to think that these old skills are actually truth about who we are actually truth about what it means to be alive, but they're not. They're actually just skills that we implement. But in order to look at them how we actually need to look at them, you have to start at the foundation. You're either connected or you're fragmented. You're either connected or you're fragmented. In this moment, you're in one state or the other. What is it like for you to be connected? Take a breath. Right now, do you connect yourself and you go, man, everything is going to be okay? Great. That's just you being connected. You can attach this feeling of okayness to the world around you, but at the end of the day, that is just you. That is an experience inside of you. Take a breath. What is it like for you to be fragmented? Take a moment, take your awareness to your body. When we're fragmented, there's a very old crisis that exists. There's a very old crisis in our body. And most of us are feeling this crisis for a majority of the time in which we are alive. And so this old crisis becomes something so familiar. It becomes what we just think about life, but it's not. It is an old crisis in your body. This old crisis also likes to hide. Take a breath in your chest. It likes to hide in your body experiences, right? So if you get tired, if right now as you take these breaths you get tired, that's probably a sign that there's an underlying crisis. If you get hungry, probably a sign that there's an underlying crisis. If you start to worry, if you get angry, if you feel like you've got something to go do, as opposed to understanding there's nowhere to go right now, you're okay right now. Take a breath. Another breath. At the beginning of our life, we learn to leave ourselves. We learn to get love and connection from our mother. Our mother also injures us. Our mother also has her own ways in which she knows how to connect and in which she herself got injured when she was young. And so she is going to implement these skills with you without realizing it. Your mom abandoned you. Take note of what is it like when I say that to you? Your mom abandoned you. Do you say, fuck you, Zach, you have no idea what you're talking about? Do you say, she sure did? Your reaction to that sentence just gives us information on the flavor in which your mother abandoned you with. If she abandoned you, if she took her crisis and attached it to worries outside of the room, then you would be like, no, mom, don't leave me. You're the greatest. Lift her up. You would do everything you can to implement skills to bring her back to you. And so if I say something like your mother abandoned you, your body will automatically start to protect her. Take a breath. Because that's what you had to do. You no longer need to protect your mother from anyone in the world, especially some dude on the internet. It is important for us to be honest with ourselves regarding the dynamic of our early life, because that first relationship taught us how to have a relationship with the world and taught us how to have a relationship with ourselves. And so as you go out into the world right now, you are implementing the same skills. It is not a sign of disrespect by you being honest with how your mother abandoned you. In fact, I would say this is the greatest uh, sign of love and respect that we could have for another person. Take a breath. Right? You're not coming in here and telling me about your great aunt Sarah, right? You're not telling me about that person because that person doesn't really matter in the greater scheme of your emotional sense of self. The only reason your mother has such an impact on you is because of the importance she has in your life. To be like, I am, oh my gosh, I am upset with her, is a sign of beauty, a sign of honor, a sign of respect, a sign of love. Take a breath. What do you experience your body? Take a moment. Right? On the flip side, if I said, your mother abandoned you, and you said, yeah, she did, I hate her, I would say, oh, what great information you just gave me. Right? By you building a wall with your mom, it spoke to how you had to survive. If you take your anger and attach it to your mom, it speaks to how she, when she was fragmented, she attached her fragmentation to you, and you had to build a wall to protect yourself. Take a breath. In this situation, you should put down the wall. You should put down the wall. There is no need to protect yourself in that way anymore. You know, I once had this man come to me for sessions, and he was he like ran businesses and did all this thing, a very intense man. He could go and handle things in the world. And he would tell me all about his wife and like like how difficult she was, and like how he, like in room, he would be fighting against her. And then one day he brought her in, and she comes up to the door, maybe the nicest, sweetest person. You know, in the whole exchange back and forth, I was looking for like why he would need to be so strong. And all I saw was this woman who was really just open and like just trying to connect to him. And I said, man, bro, dude, you need to take an L. You need to take a loss. You need to allow yourself to lose. Because here you are trying so hard to win with this wall that you are the one who is actually destroying the fact that you have already won the game. The game's over. It's over. You got out of your childhood. You don't need to protect yourself. You've married someone who all she wants to do is to be able to connect you and build a life with you. And here you are still thinking you need to put up a wall. Take a breath. When we are fighting the world in that way, we are losing while thinking we are winning. And the only reason we do that, like I was talking about, is because at the beginning of our lives, this is how we got love. By getting breathing room from our mother's crisis is how we were able to get a connection, attention, and attunement. 2 breaths. So I want you to think of injuries on a spectrum. On one side of the spectrum, it's inundation. On the other side of the spectrum, it's abandonment. And you fell somewhere, how your mother engaged with you fell somewhere on this spectrum. And you have practiced navigating this injury so much in your life, you are still doing it today. You are still practicing navigating against this injury today. Take a breath. You don't need to fight the world. You don't need to. There's nothing to fight. You already won. You don't need to protect the people around you emotionally like you used to. Take a breath. What do you experience in your body? Take your awareness to yourself. Connect to the aliveness in your body. Imagine this room is just a blank slate. right? Everything that comes up in this room is an important thing to look at. What do you do? What do you do in this room? Is it easy to stay here? Do you go away? Are you thinking in your head right now? Come back. There's nothing to think about. Take a breath. There's nowhere to go. You have everything you need. Allow yourself to move towards the vulnerability inside your body. Allow yourself to move towards the fear of not needing to fight against the world. You don't need to fight. And I hope that's scary. You don't need to protect them. Stop protecting them. You don't need to protect them. You are doing the world a disservice by trying to protect the people around you. Take a breath. It also takes so much emotional weight to keep up the same dance that we learned to do. I want you to live your life for you. I want you to be able to exist in the life that you choose. This life is so short. It goes by so fast. I'm 40 years old. Holy shit. I'm 40. What happened? Look at all this gray. It goes fast. We don't have time. We don't have time to get lost in our mother's shit chasing fairy tales, chasing ghosts that don't exist anymore. Take a breath. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. No. At least if my worst enemy is going to hate me, I hope they hate me from a sense of stability and consistency inside their body. Don't hate me because you're fragmented. Hate me because you are grounded inside yourself and you're like, fuck that guy. Please. Don't hate me because you get fragmented and you attach your fighting to me or you're running away to me or you're whatever. Don't give me so much power. Well, whatever. If you want to give me so much power, you can send me a Venmo at the same time at Zach Poyo. But I don't think you should. I don't think you should give me so much power. I don't think you should give the world so much power. You have to start inside yourself. So right now, what do you experience in your body? Take a breath. Right now, what's it like to be alive? Is it comfortable? Are you sitting here, breathing, looking around the room, connecting to you? Are you like, life is great? Great, take a breath. There you are. Are you like, everything's fine? Yeah, there you are. There's the truth. Are you like, there's nothing wrong with me? Yeah, there's the truth. Here's the truth about who you are. It takes a lot of emotional intensity to play the game that you learn to play. One of the first things you had to do was turn your beautiful sadness that could not be felt into your basic fault. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm broken. You developed a narrative of how you're bad. You twisted that into whatever would be most beneficial for you to get love. And so you walk around the world trying to give into the world how broken, how bad you are. Excuse me. Even if you don't realize that you are doing that, right? Because a lot of us can live in our intense defenses, which we can get more into in a sec. But so many of us live in our intense defenses that we stay far away from the vulnerability of I'm bad. And it may come up every blue moon. You drop and say, oh no, I'm bad. I fucked up. I'm not enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. Take a breath. Or maybe you are much better at dropping into your sadness And so maybe you're someone who really walks around with your basic fault. I'm bad, I'm bad, I'm bad, I'm broken, I'm broken, I'm broken, I'm broken, I'm broken. Your head constantly, I'm bad, I'm bad, I'm broken, I'm broken. Take a breath. When you experience your body, take a moment, take your awareness to yourself. You're either connected or you are fragmented. See if you can find your basic fault. I'm bad, I'm broken, I'm not enough, I'm not doing enough, I don't deserve to live. Here is this lie. If it's such an ingenious skill because essentially, like I want you to think about like the two pieces, right? There's the experience you have in your body, right? You just experience life. Life is a thing where you go around and experience things in your body. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm cold. I'm horny. I'm tired. I'm whatever it may be. You have all these different body level experiences. Take a breath. And so you have this sadness, right? This very old sadness that is just a experience in your body. That's all it is. And so we have to leave. If we're not allowed to experience sadness, it essentially means you aren't allowed to connect to your body, to that experience in your body, right? Those are the same sentences. You're not allowed to be sad. You are not allowed to connect to the experience of your body. Those are the same sentences, said differently. Take a breath. And so one of the first things we do, we do things on a body level to leave, but then we also, underneath that, we trick ourselves. This old feeling of sadness comes up and we attach a narrative to it. A narrative of I am bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. Take a breath. And so, we do that over and over and over and over again to the point that it doesn't even feel like we are attaching the narrative. The narrative and the experience in your body become so enmeshed that when you feel that feeling in your body, it feels like the evidence of I'm bad. We become so good. Us human beings are so malleable. We're able to change and adjust. And so whatever you practice, that's where you reside. And so think about however long you've been alive. Right? Even if you've come to me and you're like, I'm a 12-year-old watching this stream. First I would say, where are your parents? But I would also say, take a breath in your chest. I would also say at 13, that is still a lot of years to consistently practice attaching a narrative to an experience in your body, much less a 40-year-old. So it's going to be very easy to trick yourself. You're going to be walking around the world and some sadness is going to come up, right? Because it's in your body and your body is always looking for ways to grieve. Your body is healing, right? It's the same thing as if you cut your leg, your body is going to want to heal it. Your body is going to try to heal the cut. It's no difference with the injury of sadness in your body. Your body is trying to heal the sadness. That's why we get fragmented. If your body wasn't trying to heal the sadness, we would just keep going up the ladder. You would just keep living up the ladder. You wouldn't even realize. You would never get fragmented by the world. You would never, feel like old shit. Your body wouldn't need to protect itself because you would just keep moving forward, body collecting sadness and you would just keep moving. The body's like, whatever, I'll just fucking collect sadness. We'd probably die at like, I don't know, probably wouldn't live very long, but we wouldn't actually be able to do our work. And so the fact that you go out into the world and you get triggered, take a breath, and you get fragmented speaks to your body trying to heal. And so old sadness is going to come up. Old sadness is going to come up. And your job is to see the moments in which you trick yourself, right? If you're, there's a whole lot of other skills that are taking place. Maybe I can, yeah, there's a whole lot of other skills that are taking place, internal skills, the crisis, external skills with the world. But if you get to this basic fault, if you get to this basic fault, it is your sadness, right? That's why I put this in the same box. Because every time you say, I'm bad, what you're really doing is you're connecting to a body level experience of sadness. Take a breath. There's your sadness. And by you saying, I'm bad, believing the I'm bad, finding evidence, I'm bad because of this, I'm bad because of this, I'm bad because of this, you are practicing leaving the crisis. The sadness. You're practicing going up and residing in these top layer skills. We want to go down the ladder. We want to connect to this old sadness. You're going to feel it's your basic fun. You're going to be like, oh shit, there it is. There is my old shit. I'm okay. I'm not bad. I haven't done anything wrong. This is not about me being bad. I am just sad, and I'm allowed to be sad. Breathe. What a beautiful opportunity for you to grieve. Grieve how you had to leave yourself at the beginning of your life due to where your mother was with her own stuff. She did not do this to be malicious. She did this because she tried her best. She did this just because this is how she knew how to survive. Take a breath. Take a moment, take your awareness to your body, connect to the aliveness within yourself. This is how any child would feel every time you come up against that basic fault. This is how any child would feel who had a mother that did not get limbic attunement to give it. In some ways, she did, but in some ways, she did not. And in those ways in which your mother herself, did not get attuned to, she was not able to attune to you. Right? It's the same idea that like the world will only give you as much love as you are giving yourself. Right? If you don't do the work inside yourself, if you don't show up for yourself in the flavors of love, no matter how hard the world tries to give it to you, puts it right in your face, you won't be able to ingest it. You will run away from it. You will find a place in which you can reside that is a much more safe, emotional place for you to be. Good. Be uncomfortable. Be uncomfortable. Take a breath. Take a moment, take your awareness to your body. Connect to the aliveness within you. What's it like being alive right now? You're either connected or you are fragmented. You're in one state or the other. So everything I was just talking about, I was talking about essentially how our old sadness hides as our basic fault. Excuse me. How our old sadness hides as our basic fault. But sometimes even that is a difficult place to get to. Right? If you're able to get to that place now, you should be like, wow. Yeah, I'd be like, good job. Great job. But many times we have to start at the top of the ladder. Right? So usually at the top of the ladder, it is the world fragments us. We get fragmented. And then we drop into our fragmentation, which is a crisis. Our basic fault's a part of it too, but most notably a crisis. And then your body implements the skills that it knows how to survive, right? So either you've had to make yourself really big or make yourself really small. Either you've had to push the world away or you've had to pull the world close so that they don't leave you. You've had to develop skills in one of these arenas. And so maybe you practice pushing the world away in order to make yourself big. Maybe you practice pushing the world away so you could go and hide, so that you wouldn't be the center of attention. Take a breath. When you experience your body, take a moment. Maybe you practice holding on to the world so that you could be big, to protect the people who needed your protection. Because your mother told you, I need you to protect me in emotional ways. And you said, I will protect you, Mom. Take a breath. Or you made yourself big to leave, to go do your own thing, to run away. What do you experience your body? Take a moment. When you get fragmented, what do? All I want to do is gain information. That's all I want us to do. All I want us to do is just look at the facts. Take a breath. As you sit here, what is it like to be alive? What do you experience in your body? Is it nice? Is it easy? Do you experience that old crisis? Do you want to leave? Do you want to go? Where? There's nowhere to go. You don't need anything from the world right now. You don't need anything. You have everything you need inside. In fact, I need you to be the leader. Don't believe the lies that your body tries to tell you so that you can keep running. You're perfect. There's nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. And I know that may be a difficult thing for you to digest. You haven't done anything wrong. Breathe. I know that may be a difficult thing for you to digest. Because how you got love, how you were able to do the dance, how you were able to do this dance was grounded in you being like, I am bad. And so as I sit here and I say, no, you're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Don't believe the lie. You're actually the leader here. You got everything you need. Take a breath. Trust you. What do you experience in your body? Take your awareness to your body. Give yourself the love, the trust. I love you. I want you. You're special to me. But that's difficult because I know you've had to make yourself so small in order to get what you've needed from them when you were very young. And so it's so ingrained in your body to continue the dance. I say, there's nothing wrong with you. And you say, fuck you, Zach, you don't know. I say, there's nothing wrong with you. Enjoy the truth. Enjoy the pain of the truth of there's nothing wrong with you. That pain is not about anything other than how you've had to lie to yourself to try to get love. Take a breath. That you've had to hold on to lies in order to get the love that you deserve. Not because of what you do, because of who you are, is what is that you deserve love and connection. Who you are. You're perfect. All that pain in your body, the anxiety, the depression, all that shit just stems from skills you have learned to implement and are holding on to for dear life so that you don't have to come to terms with the depth of your sadness. Take a breath. So you don't have to come to terms with how you were abandoned. You don't need to fight against the world anymore. You've already won. You don't need to fight against the world. Breathe. You've already won. You've already won. Take a moment. Imagine a circle around yourself. We have to teach our nervous system how to exist differently than how we had to learn, than how we were taught. And so there's going to be things that your nervous system does that you feel is just like normal, you know? You are going to allow other people into your space by taking experience in your body and attributing it to them. You make me feel this way. You did this to me. They hurt my feelings. They don't have so much power in reality. But this is how you had to get love, is by giving the world that much power. But you're grown now. Take ownership of the experience in your body. So imagine a circle around yourself. Take a breath. Imagine getting everyone out of that circle. Get everyone out of that circle. There's my boundary. I'm safe in my boundary. I'll let you in if I want to. There's my boundary. I'm safe in my boundary. I'll let you in if I want to. You say that. Get me out of the boundary. Get your family out of the boundary. Get your twin out of the boundary. Get your mom out of the boundary. Not because we want to leave them, but because we want to actually have a real relationship with all these people. First, you have to find yourself. If you truly love these people, get everyone out of your boundary. And then take note. What is that like? Take a breath. Take your awareness to your body. What is that like? Come back to you. What a beautiful experience. Whatever, maybe it's comfortable, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a very difficult thing for you to do. Well, this is what we'll do actually. I wanna just pause on it. Take a breath. Another one. Get everyone out of this boundary. And then take your awareness back to you. What do you experience your body? See if you can find you. And just for a moment, just reside in this place. Breathe. What's it like? There's a piece of me. I mean, I hope it's beautiful, but I also so hope that you feel discomfort. Good. Now take ownership of this discomfort. I have pain in my body. You know what I also want to say? Maybe you're sitting here and you do that. Maybe you're sitting here and you breathe and you're like, man, my back hurts after some breathing. Man, my body aches after some breathing. I would say one of the ways in which our sadness hides is in our body. Very, very, very old sadness is sometimes very difficult to differentiate between just an experience of your body, just a physical experience versus an emotional one. So if you're sitting here and your neck starts to ache, or your stomach hurts, or your shoulders hurt, or whatever, your old holding patterns come back to the table, I want to say, there's your sadness. Be kind to this experience. Take a breath. You should be grateful that you've connected to the pain in your body. I say a lot of times, enjoy the pain, enjoy the pain, enjoy the pain. And sometimes people have a very difficult time with that. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, Zach, what do you mean? I don't want to enjoy the pain. I live in pain usually. No, you don't. You live in fragmentation usually. You are emotionally punching yourself in the face usually. When I say enjoy the pain, I'm not referring to the fact that I want you to punch yourself in the face. I'm referring to the sadness, to the difficulty of what you are doing to yourself, underlying, of what's happening underneath the narrative of your bad, underneath the narrative of, oh, this is a crisis. It's not a crisis. Everything is okay. Take a breath. You have everything you need. Go slow. Don't trick yourself to think that the tired is reality. Don't trick yourself to think that the hunger, the emotional hunger, is reality. Don't trick yourself to think that you need to put yourself into such a box where you need to be so perfect and show up and do the most and present, show up in just the perfect way and blah, 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 blah. Who fucking cares? Who cares? Do not be perfect. And if the world says, oh my God, I can't believe you didn't give me all the love that I needed, and then they abandon you, good. If the only reason they were there was because of you believing this crisis and following them around and make sure you gave them everything so they don't leave you, and they left you anyways, and they left you, well, when you put it down, they left you, good, fuck them. And I would say, to be honest, that has much more to do with how you taught them how to have relationships. To be honest, that has much more to do with the kind of person that you've been holding on to. Someone who would continue to practice you living in your fragmentation. You'd teach them, you'd be like, listen, if I don't do the most for you, you should abandon me. And they go, okay, I guess that's the rules of the game. Take a breath. Another one. When you experience your body, take a moment. Come back home to yourself. So I did want to, what time is it? Okay. Sorry, I got sent a text. I should probably turn that off while I'm streaming, but that's okay. That's okay. So I want to do the good pair messages. Okay. So like I may be putting the cart before the horse a little bit, probably not, right? No, I'm not. Whatever. Nothing matters. Cart, horse, who cares? Come in here. Maybe there's going to be a horse sometime. Maybe there's going to be a cart sometime. Who knows? But there will be one of each, or there will at least be one of each, right? A horse or a cart. What? Okay. So, I talked a lot today about your sadness and about how we learn to leave our sadness, how our sadness hides in our basic fault. And so, what do you do when you drop into the sadness, right? Well, kind of what I want you to do, what you need to do is like twofold, right? It's not just enough for you to feel the sadness. I mean, that will do a lot, that will go a far way. But what I also need you to do is give yourself what you did not receive from your parents, right? So as you experience the sadness, it is very important for you to continue to be there for yourself, to give you the love, to give you what your parents did not. So I'm going to read these like 16 messages out. These are called feeling tones. Essentially what these are is the energy behind these words speak to the different frequency, the different flavors of love you should have gotten, and some you did get and some you didn't get, right? So as I read these out, you take note of which ones you can take in, take note of which ones are easy, which ones are difficult. It just speaks to information that we need. It speaks to some information of the flavors of love that you really did get, that's so beautiful, and the flavors of love that you did not. The ones that are easy for you to take in, you definitely got those. The ones that you go away, you leave, you disconnect from, you feel uncomfortable towards, these are the ones that you did not receive. We need both of them. You need to continue to give you the ones to yourself you did get, to continue to build up, to fortify our foundation. And the ones you didn't get, it's so important for you to give them to yourself so that you can learn to grieve properly, so you can feel the sadness and then give yourself the love. I'm going to read them out loud. Take a breath. Actually, let's do one more breath. Take a moment, take awareness to your body. You can close your eyes if you'd like. I love you. I want you. You are special to me. I see you and I hear you. It is not what you do, but who you are that I love. I love you and I give you permission to be different from me. I'll take care of you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you even when you die. Breathe. You don't have to believe you are alone anymore. You don't have to believe you are afraid anymore. You can trust me. You can trust your inner voice. Sometimes I will say no, and that's because I love you. My love will make you well. I accept and cherish your love. I am proud of you. Breathe. Take a moment, take awareness to your body. Which one of those were easy? Which one of those were difficult? All this speaks to is information of love in which you did get, flavors of love that you did get, and flavors in love that you need to now practice giving to yourself. If you practice memorizing these good pair messages, then when you get fragmented, you can write them down from memory. And the ones that you don't remember are the ones that you need the most. When you are fragmented, you are literally without this love in your body. You need to give it to yourself. Find out which one of these messages you need the most and make sure to provide it. And I want to say this is a fun journey, right? As you write them down, as you get a relationship with these messages, over time, they will become easier. Some will be easier. The difficult ones that you are maybe blinded from will become more visible. You will grow and mature over time in your experience of how you connect to yourself, right? Because that is what we're really doing. Don't expect yourself to be at the finish line today. This is one step at a time. This is one step at a time. That's why we come into this room. We practice the consistency of bringing ourselves back to ourselves, practice the consistency of giving ourselves what we need, healing the old injuries so that you can build this muscle. This is just a muscle. It is a muscle to leave ourselves, the fragmentation, and it is a muscle to be able to stay with ourselves, to be consistent inside of ourselves. We are human beings. We are malleable. We can change and grow over time. This is the journey towards ourselves, one step at a time. With that being said, we're going to wrap. We're going to all take 2 breaths, and then we're going to come to ourselves. We're going to find one word within ourselves. 2 breaths. Take a moment, take your awareness to your body, connect to the aliveness within yourself. Find one word lingering in this place. Love. Grateful, joy. Sorry, I got more. You can never step in the same. Oh, wait. Before I close up, let me think if there's any housekeeping I need to do. I don't think so. I thanks for joining me on this little adventure. I'm grateful to just be able to press the click button and to do this and to kind of share this with you guys. I love you very much. So, yeah, you're a beautiful human. Take a breath. You can never step in the same river twice. It was a pleasure being in the river today with you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. We will see you